Hey everyone, here are three films you should watch this weekend. Number one, Saturday Night. This one follows the story of some comedians and writers that are setting up a show. The show that the world now knows as Saturday Night Live. But this was the first episode and the chaos that was surrounding creating that first episode. This is what this film is about. And this film was chaotic. Chaotic, that's the best way to describe it. When I was watching this film, it made me think of The Bear and how there's always so much chaos in the kitchen of The Bear. If you've seen The Bear, you know how chaotic their kitchen is. And if you don't know, The Bear is a film about a restaurant or people that run a restaurant, and it gets very chaotic in that restaurant and in the kitchen. And seeing this film, it just took me back to that moment because of how chaotic it was. And the chaos is always in a fun way. You see characters having shooting themselves, props failing, crazy things happening. I don't want to give too much spoilers, but crazy things happen on this set while they are preparing to go live on national television, and it was just so exciting to see. One of the things that made me enjoy this film was because I know some of the characters, because this film is based on real life story, and I know some of the people that were in this film, like the people that were played as characters in this film. I knew some of them, so it was just fun seeing how all those people that I know and all those character traits that have associated with those people, seeing them play back and forth with other people. It was so fun to see. Plus, this film has comedic elements. I mean, I said it's a film that stars comedians and writers, and you expect comedy, and the comedians just having back and forth with each other was one thing that added so much comedy to this film that I really enjoyed. And I was laughing so many times while watching this film because of the chaos of it and the comedy of it. Man, a lot of things went so right with this film. Even the use of camera, like there are some dynamic camera moves that they use in this film. Like sometimes there are some one take sequences that are just held for so long, and it's just always so chaotic. Like it is done in a very chaotically brilliant way. I don't even know if what I said just makes sense, but that's how it felt. There was so much chaos, but it was done brilliantly. It was funny, it was well acted, it was well written, and everything just worked for this film. If you're a fan of Saturday Night Live, or you don't even know about Saturday Night Live, you can check this film out to experience the beginnings of Saturday Night Live. Number two, The Count of Monte Cristo. This one is kind of like a remake because there was a movie of the same title that came out in 2002, I think, starring Guy Pearce, Henry Cavill, and some other people I can't remember now. But this one is a French remake, and I think this one actually makes more sense because these characters are French characters. In the first one, the one that came out in 2002, the characters were speaking English, although they were also French characters, but they were speaking English, and it not really makes sense that people that are living in a French land in France are speaking English as their normal dialects. It not really make sense. But in this film, they speak French, and this film is even much more elaborate. It's much broader than the first one that came out. Although this film is like 3 hours long, it doesn't feel like that because there's so much happening in all the scenes. The characters are so interesting to watch. The story is engaging, and you are so hooked with what is going on. And the 3 hours just flies by. Like it's insane. I saw this film. I saw it was going to be 3 hours, and I was like, what's all the story that I want to tell in 3 hours? And I watched this film and just flew by, and I felt so satisfied after seeing the ending of this film, and it was just done so well. Like the performances, they are speaking their language, and it adds to their performances. Performances were so good, and the way they explore the theme of revenge, vengeance. This guy is seeking revenge. Well, this is more than one person that is seeking revenge. All these people seeking revenge, the things that it does to them, and how they lose parts of themselves seeking this vengeance. Like the way they explored that storyline was just done so well. And the characters, like I said, they're very interesting to watch. Just seeing all their journeys, and this guy that is seeking revenge, how he's planning to exact this revenge, seeing all his plans coming to life. Everything was just so exciting. I can keep talking about this movie, but let's move to number one. Number one, The Penguin. I recommended this film when it was only 2 episodes that came out, but I just have to recommend it again because after seeing the season finale of this show, it blew my mind. And honestly, I've been saying this series was the best series I have seen this year. Like nothing can come again this year that's going to beat this series. Nothing came before that beat it. It was so good. The way it explores the story of this villain and shows this villain in a villainous light. Like they don't make him an anti-hero. They make him a villain. This guy is a villain, and they portray him as a villain. We see him do shitty things, terrible things, betray people, stab people in the back, do all those crazy things that you expect from a villain. But somehow, you still keep cheering for this guy as you see him doing all these things. The showrunners managed to write this character in a way that sometimes you sympathize with him, and other times you just despise him so much. Like, I don't know how they're able to do it, but the writing in this show was phenomenal. And not just the writing for the main character, the other characters as well, the side characters, Sofia Falcone, Victor Aguilar, those two characters, they're like the other main characters in this film, and The writing of them also was so good. They felt like real people that were going through these real situations. And the fact that this film is inspired by comic book characters, but it feels down to earth. It feels like something that could happen in Ikeja, Lagos. That's a bad example. But it feels like something that could happen in Ikeja, Lagos. Like it makes it so much more interesting and exciting, and you just connect more with it. Like honestly, I have not seen any show this year that is as good as this. Like maybe in recent times, if I have not seen because of the way everything just goes. Like sometimes you think you know what is coming, you think you can predict the next move of these characters, and then they take some turn and they make some kind of moves that just make you feel like, whoa, what a twist. And it's not just a twist that comes out of nowhere, it's a kind of twist that makes you see the intelligence of the characters. And man, everything was done right. I could keep gushing about this film, but you have to check it out by yourself. Go see The Penguin. I am sure you're going to love it. So those are 3 films you should check out this weekend. What other films do you think someone should check out this weekend? Comment below, and you might just be helping someone figure out what to watch. If you watch this video up until now, please like, follow me, and share this content to anyone that you think is looking for what to watch. Help your brother out, help your friends, and help me as well. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Cheers.